Ladies and gentlemen, the civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with ManaMan. Today, we've got a juicer for you. We've got Halloween. Yes, sir, we got Halloween. Now, I know if you've been watching me for a long time, my first ever video of all time was named Halloween, so I already know I'm going to get a little bit of flack for that. But let's just go ahead and dive right in. This is different. We've got Alchemy werewolves. This is my take on Alchemy werewolves. It's a little bit different than some of the lists you've been seeing, but I think this is good. First off, I'm just going to start off right away. If you know in the 4 drops, we are not running Inquisitor Captain. I think Inquisitor Captain is not the greatest. I don't know why. It just doesn't feel that good. Maybe you hate me, maybe you disagree with me, I don't know. We're not running the Inquisitor Captain. I think that Arlinn, the Pack's Hope, is a lot better here. It's got, what, Daybound? Well, let's just focus on this art real quick, now that we've appreciated the art. Until the end of next turn, you may cast creature spells as long as they have flash, and they come in with an additional 1/1 counter on it, which is really nice. Or you can just create 2/2/2 Green Wolf creature tokens, and when it becomes nighttime, Arlinn the Moonsfury is going to be an immediate trample, indestructible, haste, 5/5 creature. So I love Arlinn. I'm going to be running that instead of the Inquisitor Captain. Halana and Alena is also really good. First strike and reach at the beginning of your combat. Give X 1/1 counters, where X is going to be the power. That creature gains haste until end of turn. So it's kind of like an extra buffed up Reckless Stormseeker. So this is going to be one of the cards that, obviously, this is just like a cornerstone of werewolves. At the beginning of your combat turn, you're just going to give +1/+0 and gain haste. So it's like Halana and Alena, but a lot weaker, and it also is a werewolf, but it costs 1 cheaper too. So, you know, hey, there's pros and cons to everything. The Reckless Stormseeker is an absolute beast, literally. So Tovolar, Dire Overlord, if you notice, we've got the alternate art, very, very beautiful. Tovolar is so good. This is what makes the deck run. Whenever a wolf or a werewolf you control deals damage, you're just going to draw a card. So this is going to allow you to draw into some extra steam in case you get like board wiped or something. You get to just draw cards, and it's so good here. And that leads me into why I'm running the Ascendant Packleader. I see a lot of decks that are only running Tenacious Pup in the 1 hole. I think you have to run Ascendant Packleader for 2 reasons. It gives you an extra body, and that's good because of 2 reasons. Again, because the extra body allows you to swing in with another swing, and Tovolar, that just allows you to draw an extra would-be card. And at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more wolves or werewolves, Tovolar gets to transform. I think it's so imperative, it's so important to get this turn 1 werewolf out, and it's just an extra body. If you can really establish going nighttime for free at your beginning of your upkeep, the Ascendant Packleader is so important. So I don't know why people are not running Ascendant Packleader alongside the Tenacious Pup. I think it's very imperative. So we are running Brutal Cathar. I know you're noticing here, yes, we are running a bunch of white sources potentially just for Brutal Cathar, and is it worth it? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes, because Brutal Cathar is our only white creature in here, but I don't care. It's a werewolf. When this creature enters the battlefield, you're going to exile a target creature an opponent controls until it leaves. But then if it goes into the Moon Range Brute, you can do all sorts of kind of crazy stuff. So this is a werewolf that is going to be home to us. Yeah, if it was red, it'd be pretty cool, but hey, it's not. It's white, and we are going to run white just for this creature. And because this is Alchemy, we are running Forsaken Crossroads. I know it seems a little bit weird, but I'm telling you, the consistency is just so worth running for Forsaken Crossroads. I think this is the best list that I have found. We're going to go ahead and we got the Werewolf Packleader. Yeah, it's got a green, double green, which is a little bit dicey, but if you have Forsaken Crossroads and a bunch of green sources, I just don't think it's that big of a problem. And we are running 4 Abrade. This is the last thing I want to discuss. This card is so good because it's never really dead. It deals 3 damage to target creature, and if it's not going to be dealing damage to a creature, you're going to be destroying target artifact. And this is Alchemy, so everything is there's a lot of creature decks in Alchemy, and if they're not creature decks, what are you going to be playing? You're going to be playing Key to the Archive. You're going to play the Celestis. Control loves their artifacts. So I'm actually running 4 Abrades, and I don't care. I don't care. It is our key removal spell, and if you're not running creatures, I'm just going to be waiting for you to play your Key to the Archive, and I'm going to destroy it. So I think Abrade is insanely bonkers in Alchemy. I'm running 4 here. You can't convince me differently. So I don't know. Here's the deck. This is Halloween. We got Tovolar here. Hopefully, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Doraku, how are we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. I think the matchmaker is drunk. I know I've already mentioned it before, but we got paired up with the #1 Mythic player. I have no idea what is going on. But I do know we're going to take a scry here with the Forsaken Crossroads. Let's go for green so we can get into Werewolf Packleader on time. Yeah, let's just go for green. Forsaken Crossroads, Rockfall Vale. We're looking for a white source, so Gonna go ahead and decline. I guess we could. We're always worried about the white source in case we get into a Brutal Cathar. So they go for a Shambling Gas. We get another Tovolar. And this becomes interesting. Do we want to go for Rahilda or do we want to go with the Pack Leader? I'm going to go for the Pack Leader. Let's go for the Lair of the Hydra. Make sure that comes in all nice and untapped. We don't have to worry about Lair of the Hydra or anything. So we get another Shambling Ghast. Okay. Here's our Sundown Pass. That's going to be really nice because now we can go into Tovolar. Yeah, I would rather go into Tovolar than anything else. If they want to, they can actually, double block here? And then double block, 2 of the damage goes through. Yeah, this is what they're going to do. Use 1 of the Shambling Ghast for a treasure, and then use 1 for the -1 to kill the Pack Leader. So they're going to kill the Pack Leader and get a treasure token. So this is actually a pretty good move on their end. Okay. I kind of respect it. So Skullport Merchant. Okie dokie. Alright, we got a Tovolar here. This is unfortunate because we can't break through this wall. This stupid 4 toughness actually walls us really hard. So, yeah, we'll just drop this for red. We literally can't do anything, but what we can do with the Ascendant Packleader, and this is why I like the Ascendant Packleader quite a bit. Now, if they don't remove anything, which is pretty low of a chance, but if they don't remove anything, we can transform. And then the fun can begin, but I'm a little bit nervous here. They can actually go for Blood on the Snow, and no Blood on the Snow. No Blood on the Snow for them just yet. So this is actually really good. Now we transform. It is time. Oh. There we go. It feels good. It feels good. Start the Overgrown Farmland. Yeah, we're going to go and swing in it here, but I want to be meticulous about this because the Innistrad Predator can sacrifice the Merchant. And that's a little bit scary. I don't like that, but we're still going to swing in. I want to draw cards with the Tovolar. We actually have another Tovolar in our hand. So they can take the Innistrad Predator and block. And what they can do is actually sacrifice the Skullport Merchant to become indestructible, and it'll get a 1/1 counter. So they're going to... Oh, okay. Okay. So what I want to do is I want the Skullport Merchant to die really badly. So I guess we're going to do this. Bump you up to 2, and you're going to get X plus 2. If we're burning all of this, I think we're just going to sink all of our mana into this. So yeah, we're actually going to do this, because this way, it'll give it trample, and this will allow it to draw a card. So plus 3, that gives it 5 power. It'll be able to trample through the Skullport Merchant, and then do 1 damage. But that's okay, all we need is 1 damage, and we get to draw an extra card with Tovolar. The Rahilda will actually trade with the Predator, and they actually don't give it indestructible? Is this what I'm getting out of here? Okay, so they're going to give it indestructible. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Because what's going to happen here is the Rahilda's going to die, but the Pack Leader does 5 damage now, so that's actually pretty good. So we're going to draw 2 cards, obviously. Pretty okay situation here. Still nervous about a Blood on the Snow. So just a Sorin. I think that's tolerable.
Out of my way. I have a wedding to stop.
You have a wedding. You have a wedding to stop, huh? Well, I've got a wedding to crash too, but I think mine's a little bit more fun. So we can go for Rahilda and Halana and Alena, but that kind of gets rid of our threat of trampling. I think we're gonna go for... what do we want to do here? We can go for Halana, Alena, and the Rahilda, and then give the Rahilda a bump into haste with counters on it. I think that looks... sounds pretty good. We also have another Tovolar, so I don't think I'm too worried about the Tovolar. Let's go ahead and do this. Pack Leader is going to get bigger, which is nice. I guess that can create a better matchup versus the Vampire token, if they so decide to do that. And, oh gosh, this is kind of hard. Because I don't want to lose it. No, I'm a little bit apprehensive because I don't want it to go nighttime. Because we've placed 2 creatures, it's going to go night now. But the Halana and Alena, now we can give the Rahilda a 4/4. This is going to be a 4/4 double strike. Kind of risque here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. The Innistrad Predator, if they want to give it indestructible, they do have to give up the token. So they're going to get rid of the Tovolar. Not a big deal. We do have another Tovolar, so it's not the end of the world. They're actually going to block with the Rahilda. That's interesting. Okay. They're actually going to pop that. That's unfortunate. So, yeah, that's definitely the best way they could do it. This comes up 5-5. We do only do 1 damage. Or 1 type of damage here. We get an Abrade. So, the Abrade can take care of the 2-3 flyer, which I'm assuming they're going to make one with the Sorin here. So, get the Reclusive Painter out. Not the end of the world. They have a lot of treasure tokens here. It looks like, fortunately, they don't have a whole lot going for them. This is actually weird. So Sorin's going to use the +1 rather than make a Death Touch creature. So they actually use this.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
I suppose, Sorin. I'm a little bit confused by your tech. I guess they got a little bit lucky here. They top deck this Immerstorm Predator, but I still think we're going to be a little bit too fast for him. So we can go for Reckless Stormseeker and a Tovolar. We can use the Abrade on here. I think we're going to be a little bit too fast. So let's use the Abrade on the Kalane just to get rid of a potential blocker. Even if they've got, yeah, like a Deadly Dispute, it doesn't really matter here. And let's go for the... No, actually, I don't want to go for the Reckless Stormseeker because we can already give everything haste with Halana and Alena. So I guess we'll just go for Tovolar. Yeah. Yeah, the Reckless Stormseeker, we can already give things haste with Halana and Alena. So we don't miss out. Yes, we take it. Woo. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more Magic deck videos every single day. Jug 'em. 1, 2, 3, 4. How we doing here? Let's go ahead and get a good match going. Send a Packleader into a Rahilda. This can't actually come in tapped, so that's not good. Okay, so I guess we'll just commit to the green, go for Ascendant Packleader. Probably looking a little bit dicey on if this Rahilda's going to come out in time, but we're going to need more land just in general. So we get a Rockfall Vale. Yeah, that's going to be pretty good. Unfortunately, a turn 2 is a complete brick, so that's kind of unfortunate. Not the end of the world. Still got a Packleader. I wonder what they got here. So it looks like we're playing against blue-white control. So, okay. Now, fortunately, our Sundown Pass is not going to come in tap, so we're good there. This is a blue, this is a white. So this is a counter spell. That's not going to be looking very good. I guess we'll just go for Tovolar. And it does resolve, so that's really cool. We'll at least be able to get to draw a card here, which is going to be very nice because we're still starved on mana sources. And this is going to be a Doomscar. No, it's not. It's going to be the key to the archive. And this is why we are running 3 Abrade. Oh, there's our Abrade. Wow, that does come in very nicely. I'm actually just going to use this right away. Destroy target artifact. Yes, we're going to go ahead and use this right away. And, ooh, that's not good. That's not good. The auto feature, that's on me, though. I should have watched out. Because we gave up a green source to use that Abrade. So if we draw into a forest here, we still won't be able to go into a Werewolf Packleader, which is annoying, but we still go into a Rahilda. I guess it just doesn't leave us the choice, but I'd rather go into a Werewolf Packleader because Werewolf Packleader has a 3 and Rahilda is a 2, and I think it's a little bit more important to have that damage versus control. Just raw damage is a lot more important. So if they do have ooh. So they chose Time Warp. That's actually interesting. They can always go for Doomscar here, but they are down to 8, and we still have a Reckless Stormseeker amongst other things, so not the end of the world. Guess we'll go for green. And we can go for Werewolf Packleader and a Stormseeker. I think that's pretty strong, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Next turn, we'll be able to use a Halana and Alena, and then another Packleader. So we've got 2 different ways to go into some hasty here. So let's go for Divide by 0. Okay, that's going to set us back quite a bit, but not the end of the world. They got Teachings, so they're just going to be able to draw, what, 2 cards? Okay, so this is kind of tooth and nail here. Let's just go for Sundown Pass. We've got enough colors. We got plenty of mana fixing here. So I'm going to go for Halana and Alena. Oh, and this does resolve. It does resolve. And we're going to go for Werewolf Packleader number 2. And if we can get... Oh, okay. So Fateful Absence is going to prevent us from attacking with both. That's okay. We'll still be able to get 3 damage off. We get them down to 5. We're starting to get a little bit nervous here. Got Field of Ruin, Divine Purge. So they get rid of our token. That is such a good combination for them. Oof, okay. So we can use Packleaders. These are kind of dead because they come in tapped anyway, so that's really, really bad. Guess we'll go for green here. We can go for Packleader and a Tovolar. Let's go for Tovolar first. I think that the damage is a little bit worth more. And they know that we have the Reckless Stormseeker in our hands, so that was revealed, so they know it's coming. And they're going to just go and Divide by 0. Yeah, I don't blame you. And now they've got the Mascot Exhibition. So, okay, this is gonna get really, really rough here. We got Arlinn's Pax Hope. I think what I want to do is go for Arlinn Pax Hope, and then we can flash in a Brutal Cathar, and they don't know that we have this Brutal Cathar. So, let's go for Arlinn's Pax Hope. This card is an absolute nightmare for control.
We must put an end to the violence.
We
between
must
humans and werewolves.
We must put an end to this violence. We will. We're gonna stomp them out with Arlinn's Pax Hope. I'm not gonna create. This is kind of close. We could actually go for the -2 to create 2 greens, or we could cast it in for flash. We could flash in a Brutal Cathar. I think we're gonna go for. Oh gosh, this is actually hard. I'm actually gonna say, thinking here. Do we want to flash in a Brutal Cathar that could just get rid of something? Or do we just want to do it now and then create more tokens? But if we're really opening ourselves up to another Doomscar, we're kind of screwed here. So I think I'm actually going to do +1 and give everything...
Patience, my kin.
Okay, so patience, my kin. We're going to go ahead and end the turn. Let's see what they want to do here. If they have a board wipe, we're really screwed anyway. But, okay, so unexpected conversion. What I want to be able to do is flash in maybe this Brutal Cathar, because if they clear the board... If they clear the board, they're clearing their own board too. So I think we're sitting okay here. They are going to swing in everybody. Okay, well now it's time to go into Brutal Cathar. We're going to flash this in. Let's see what they want to do here. So they're going to divide by 0. Okay, that is annoying. Do we want to... I don't think I really want to chump block at this point, but it is good that they at least swing in with the Arlinns, because now they're going to be tapped out. So if we were to chump block... No, I don't think that's good, because we can go for... No, that's not good. So Arlinn kind of did its job in a weird way, just as a huge decoy. Okay, so we can still go for a Brutal Cathar on this token. And if they don't have a Fading Hope, they need a Fading Hope or they lose this game, because we're going to get rid of this. And then we've got a Reckless Stormseeker, but they know that we have this. They know that we have this Reckless Stormseeker, which makes me a little bit nervous. So they're actually going to Fading Hope the Reckless Stormseeker. That is, okay. I mean, we still get to swing in with Tovolar, and this allows us to draw a card, and I really like drawing cards. So we get another Arlinn. That's going to be pretty good. Arlinn is so annoying to control, and I will demonstrate further. Unfortunately, it's looking like they've got a Divine Purge. Ugh, okay, but they actually get rid of their mascots forever, so that's really nice. Environmental Scientist is going to increase by 2. Okay, so they go for Geist Channeler as well. That is actually really annoying. Really annoying, because our Arlinn Pax Hope, if we use the -3, now we get down to 1, and that's really, really bad for us. So we think we can go for Arlinn Pax Hope, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and actually go for a Brutal Cathar, because we can't challenge for lethal just yet. So I'm going to go for Arlinn Pax Hope, and go for a Brutal Cathar for 5, which is so much.
From engulfing the days.
We must stop the Knights from engulfing the days. Is that what you said? I don't know, Arlinn, but I agree. Whatever you said, I agree. So let's go ahead and do this. This does leave us open to some sort of types of board wipes, but Arlinn, yes, we take it. We take it. Let's go. Oh, badass. Ah, hey, look, we got a badass over here. Wow, okay. Well, let's see what we can do here. I think I'm going to go for the Overgrown Farmland so that we can set up for a turn 2 Werewolf Pathway. We can also go for Rahilda. I'm not really sure what we're playing into, so I guess we'll go for red. I guess if we're just playing into the dark, I'd rather have a Rahilda. If we know that we're playing against control, I would rather just have the raw damage. So I guess we already kind of screwed up, I guess, a little bit, but we didn't really know. So I guess in every sort of matchup, I guess I'd rather have Rahilda first over the Werewolf Pathway. It's kind of close. They actually don't play anything, and we get into a Rahilda Feral Outlaw quick. Look at that. That is actually really awesome. So I guess we'll go for the... It doesn't really matter. We got a red, green, and a... yeah. So it doesn't really matter here. We're going to go for Werewolf Pathway, but not before we swing in with a Rahilda. We might be able to grab something cool here. So we actually get 2 options here. We got a Marius Call. Okay. And... Okay, was this actually... I guess we actually should have played... their land. I guess we could have used a Marius Call for our land drop, but instead, okay, it's not a big deal. We'll go with Werewolf Pathway anyway, and we're sitting pretty here. This is nighttime, and then I don't see any white sources, so they're just immediately going to go for Field of Ruin. That is fine. We do have one singular forest in our deck, so we'll be able to play this down. And look how good this is going to be. We're going to go, it is nighttime, so look how busted this is. We're going to go for Arlinn Pax Hope, and this is why I prefer Arlinn to the Inquisitor Captain. We're going to go for Arlinn Pax Hope. Look at that. Ooh, and because it's nighttime, look at that. The Moon's Fury. Oh, yes, we're going to be able to get a 5/5 trample. They know they don't want any of that. Oh, Lark, how we doing here? How we doing there? Let's get it going. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna actually get a little bit tricky here. Well, do we want to get? How tricky do we want to get? We don't have a red source, so that's a little bit of a problem. I think I'm gonna go with the Overgrown Farmland. Blah. This is kind of actually a yuckier spot than I would anticipate. I'm gonna go with the Overgrown Farmland so that we can play Lair of the Hydra on turn 2 for the Werewolf Pathway. But we're gonna need to get into a red source, and Forsaken Crossroads is going to not put us on time. So that's a little bit concerning, but okay, whatever. We're gonna go with Werewolf Pathway. And I already know that a lot of people are going to be giving me some flack for running Forsaken Crossroads in this deck, but I still think that it is the best way to do it, despite it not going our way this turn. Oh yeah, we're in deep doo-doo here. So we're gonna go with red. Fortunately, we will be able to scry, and yeah, we're gonna go. Do we want to take that at this point? At this point, is it worth taking the land? I'm gonna say sure. I'm gonna say sure. So we get to swing in here. Unfortunately, we can't do anything with the Lair of the Hydra, and we don't get our Tovolar out on turn 3. Very, very yucky. So we do get a little bit of mana. I don't want to say screwed. We just didn't utilize it properly. I don't really know. I don't really know. We're going to go ahead and pretend like that just didn't happen. And, well, we need some more red. I guess we'll go red here. And I'm a little bit worried about a Jawari's Ruin, a Doomscar. I'm pretty much worried about everything. I guess we'll just go for the Tovolar. If we get countered, we get countered. Okay, with no counter. Okay, so if we swing in here and we get damage off, we do get to draw, which is kind of crazy. So I'm assuming that this is probably a Doomscar then. I think that would be pretty safe to assume. All right, well, pass the turn. So they're gonna use Revitalize, just gain 3 life, draw a card. Okay, I'm like 99% sure this is a Doomscar. I would think that they use it right away. Don't think that they want to mess around here. So yeah, it is a Doomscar. Our whole creatures are going to get destroyed here. It is what it is. It's what it is. So they drop their Forsaken Crossroads, and they actually have the choice to untap it. Let's see what they do. They want to take the Scry? Looks like they're probably taking the Scry unless they had a Fading Hope. But they do not, obviously. Or they might. They just say it's not worth it. So Abrade. Abrade will come in very nicely if they got Key to the Archive. So I'm going to go with the Rockfall Vale, sure, why not? And we go for Halana and Alena partners. Yeah, I think that's the best move. If we get a non-tappable land, we can play Brutal Cathar and Reckless Stormseeker next turn. Slugging a little bit behind here. So let's see if they want to drop the Key to the Archive. They're just going to go with Lair. That's actually pretty surprising. Because they're tapped out, so Lair's actually not that threatening right now. Okay. So we can go for, yeah, I was gonna hopefully go for Tovolar. This Forsaken Crossroads has been really, really bad. I'm not making a good case to run Forsaken Crossroads in this deck. But either way, we'll go ahead and use Brutal Cathar. Get rid of this nasty Lair. Yeah, we can just drop this. I guess we'll just go for green. I think, yeah, we're all set on colors right about now. And another Brutal Cathar. Do we want another Brutal Cathar? Sure. In case they've got another Lair or something, I think that's fine. Go ahead and give the Brutal Cathar haste, and let's go ahead and swing in. We still do have an Abrade. If they want to drop Key to the Archive or the Celestis, we can go ahead and destroy it. I really do love the Abrade here, though. I mean, the Abrade is really, really good. So let's see what they want to do. Are they just going to pass the turn? It's going to go nighttime. So it is nighttime. I don't know. We do get our lovely Moonrange Brew. Absolutely love the art. I'm a sucker for art. So, okay. Well, now we can go for a Tovolar and another Reckless Stormseeker. Let's maybe fake them out. Maybe they go for the counter on the Tovolar. And it's actually a lot more vital to go for the Reckless Stormseeker at this point. So the Reckless Stormseeker is actually going to be a Storm Charge Slasher because it is nighttime. And, ooh, I think we actually, ooh, okay. Well, it's a good game anyway. It doesn't matter that we didn't do Storm Charge Slasher first. No way, the enemy. This is crazy. Okay, obviously, if you've been watching me for the first time or any time, long time, short time, whatever, you know that we begin every single match with saying, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies, and this is the enemy. So I feel like I I gotta put on here. So this is actually like an extra little bit of a grudge match here. So I think I'm gonna get the Ascendant Packleader out. Obviously, it's no match for the Shambling Gas because it's obviously a 2-1. Don't want to give him a treasure, but I feel like it's still better getting it out than nothing. So we're gonna go for black. We got our Forsaken Crossroads now. We can untap ours. They cannot. But it looks like we're not going to be on time with this Rahilda unless we want to commit to the red. I think we're going to commit to the red. Yeah, we're going to do that. That looks fine with me. We have another Abrade. Abrade. Let's talk about Abrade for just a hot second here. Yeah, we're going to commit to the red, even though it puts us a little short on green, but that's okay. I don't think I really care that much. So Abrade is really... I love Abrade so much in this format because untap there. Let's go for Rahilda. I'm not swinging with the Packleader, so that'll be concluding our turn 2. But Abrade is so good. I know I've said it a lot, probably throughout this episode, but the Abrade is really good because if you're not running creatures, then you are running artifacts. So it's really like never dead. So going for black, is this just mono black? Because if they called black with the Forsaken Crossroads, I'm a little bit confused. Because why are they running Forsaken Crossroads then? I guess they just like the scry? Whoa. Malika Rebirth. Oh gosh. Okay, so they're gonna Deadly Dispute with Malika Rebirth and then it's gonna come back? Is that what... Wait. Until end of turn. Yeah, they give us an oops. What was that? Wait, what? We're gonna have to give them that one. Okay, either way, we're gonna go for Reckless Stormseeker. And yeah, we're going to obviously swing in here. With the Packleader, it's kind of close, because if we block here, I think we're going to do it. I think they have a Deadly Dispute that they're going to want to use. So actually, I'm going to do this. If they block that Ascendant Packleader, yeah, we take a nasty trade. I think that they're going to want to use the... Yeah, see? Okay, so they're not even going to use that? So then we're worried about the damage? I'm very lost here. I thought we were going to call their bluff with a Deadly Dispute, but I guess not. Okay, well, either way, we take them down to 15. They don't get a treasure token. So, okay. City Stalker Connoisseur, they're going to get rid of our Halana and Alena. That's unfortunate. It's not the end of the world. We do have a Brutal Cathar. Do we want to use Brutal Cathar? This is kind of rough, because if they get rid of our Brutal Cathar when we get rid of the City Stalker Connoisseur, it can come back and do another discard. But because we're overloaded on Rahilda, I think it's fine. Because even if they do kill our Brutal Cathar, what are we going to discard? Another Rahilda? And in this way, we can actually use Reckless Stormseeker to give the Cathar haste for just more damage. I think that's pretty gosh darn good. We do get a Shambling Gas with the Rahilda once it's Cutthroat. So, I mean, we could also, whenever we attack next, we can also get a Shambling Gas out if that matters, and I think it actually might. So Hive of the Eye Tyrants. They're going to go for the Vanishing Verse. Okay, no big deal. They're going to get back their City Sewer Connoisseur, and we're just going to get rid of the Rahilda. We already have one, and because we have three mana costed 2, we can just get to pick. So that was by design, not the end of the world here. We can also Abrade the City Stalker Connoisseur, which is what we will be doing. So we get another land here. Let's go. Let's waste no time here. I am going to use this, and let's make sure we do this correctly. Let's go red. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I just don't want to go double red here. So let's use a Abrade on the City Stalker Connoisseur. I don't want them to be, you know, able to put any defenses up. Do they have that Deadly Dispute? Like, do they have the Deadly Dispute that they've been, like, tinkering upon? Now would be the good time to use it. So they're just going to use a blood token. Alright, so I mean, get good as time as ever. So Rite of Oblivion. Alright. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and get rid of you. Stormseeker is going to go to a 3-3. We're going to swing in for a whopping 5. And now, because Rahilda's going to be able to swing in again, we're going to be able to do the Shambling Gas. Let's see what else we can grab. Maybe something a little bit better. A Sorin. Hey, that's good. I don't think it'll be very relevant. I'm almost debating here. Red. We've got enough green, so we'll go with red. Most debating here. I think I'm going to actually end the turn and make it go nighttime. Yeah, I'm going to make it go nighttime, because we also could use a Abrade on something. I don't want to burn this Shambling Gas. I think it's better to go night. And it's... what? Did I cast something? Am I just stupid? Oh, I'm very stupid. Yeah, no, okay. So I am very, very stupid. Okay, but either way, Nighthawk Scavenger, Cursebound Witch. Is this gonna be GG's? No, not yet, not yet. They can still go for Blood Token. We can use Abrade on the Nighthawk Scavenger, which is what we will be doing. They get rid of a land, okie dokie. If we draw another creature of pretty much any sort, it's over. So let's go use Abrade, get rid of this Nighthawk Scavenger, because this Nighthawk Scavenger, ooh, we just get a land. And they actually quit. That wasn't lethal yet, but we'll take the victory. Ryan Gillespie, how we doing here? We'll go ahead and keep that. Oh, I love that. I love this new panda thing. I mean, it's such a nice, refreshing change of pace from that stupid bat. But this thing is so cool. It starts in the beginning, and it always kind of like throws me off because it starts in the beginning and then goes into the lair. Yeah, hey, let's see if we can. Oh, there we go. Let's see what the animations we can do. It like transforms into different. Oh my gosh, I do not have it unfortunately, but I do want it. That's actually a really cool pet. Of course, we will never betray our lovely Black Lotus. If you see my cursor here. Yes, we will never shy away from our Black Lotus, but this is a very cool one. This would be a good runner-up if we were interested in changing pets. But either way, okay, let's see. We got a Rahilda. Trample Vigilance First Strike. Let's go for the Sundown Pass, and they actually make it go nighttime. I don't know what the heck they're thinking here, but I'm not going to waste much time. So yeah, they go for Brittle Blast, but they still left it nighttime, so that is a misplay. It is a minor misplay, and unfortunately, Unfortunately, we do have another Rahilda. I am actually going to play this down. I'm not going to play the Tenacious Pup. We could have played the Tenacious Pup and then a Rahilda to give it trample, but I think we're just going to do this because it's nighttime. I think that might be the better move here. Of course, I'm assuming they probably have some sort of removal anyway, so I don't know. So they're going to go with the Graveyard Trespasser. Yikes. So they actually do benefit from having the... Ooh, this is awful. Oh, they actually quit. We were dead in the water. Big Smooth, how we doing here? How we going? How's it going? Okay, we got a Tenacious Pup. Okay, Forsaken Crossroads. Gotta be careful here because the Forsaken Crossroads can get a little bit dicey here, especially when you go first. It does have to come in tapped. But fortunately, I don't see any 2-drops worth skeeving over, so we're just going to go straight into the Tenacious Pup, and we'll go ahead and scry with Forsaken Crossroads on turn 2. Yeah, I think it'll be all good. It'll be all good. So let's see what Big Smooth wants to do here. We're going in Snow-Covered Swamp. Fortunately, we do get into another land source here. Abrade now, we're not too concerned about the Abrade right at this moment, and I think what I'm going to do is probably go for the whites with Forsaken Crossroads, just to get into... have the option to get into the Brutal Cathar. And Rockfall Vale, yeah, I think we're going to take that. I think we're going to take that. I know that we already have 3 sources here, but if we ever want to do like, you know, Stormseeker or something, I just think it'll be better to have the Rockfall Vale. I don't know. It's a peculiar spot here. But either way, we're going to go ahead and get into our... Ooh, let's see what we want to do here. I want to go into a Tovolar. It's a little dicey. The Reckless Stormseeker can do more damage, but if we can draw an extra card with Tovolar, if they don't have like the awesome thing about Tovolar is it can't be Vanishing Verse. So if they're sitting on a Vanishing Verse here, they are sorry out of luck. So they can definitely Vanishing Verse the Tenacious Pup, but that's actually really good value for us. I didn't think they want to do that. I also appreciate, I was thinking, okay, they are going to Vanishing Verse the Tenacious Pup. So, okay, we don't get to draw a card, but our Tovolar gets to live, and we got 4/4 Trample with Vigilance. So hopefully they don't have anything else. They got a Wedding Announcement, and Tovolar has Trample here. Look how insane that is. Good lord. So now we got our let's see, white. I think I'm going to go with, gosh, yeah, well, let's just go for the Reckless Stormseeker. Yeah, let's do Reckless Stormseeker. And I guess we'll drop this for... I don't know. Let's just swing in here first. If we get like a Tenacious Pup or something, I think it'll. We'll drop it for green. So they're gonna let both go through. We're gonna be able to draw 2 cards with the Tovolar. That is absolutely insane. I can't agree with you there, Big Smooth. I don't think that was that smooth of you. Can't even lie about it. Because we already have 1 white, we're only running Brutal Cathar, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. We can go ahead and go for green, and everything's all good. Now, unfortunately, it isn't nighttime, but, you know, hey, Tovolar still has the trample from the Tenacious Pup, so... And I think they're looking to target our Tovolar, so unfortunately, it's looking like it's about time to get rid of here. Rite of Oblivion on our Tovolar, but that's no big deal because we've got another Tovolar here, and because we have another Tovolar, the Reckless Stormseeker can give it haste, and then we can just do the same thing again. So Wedding Announcement's gonna give another one, and oh my gosh, we just got all the Brutal Cathars in the world right now. But I mean, I'm not really want to complain. Brutal Cathar is a very good card. Just right now, it's a little bit weird. So I'm gonna go for our Tovolar here. Let's see if it can go through. They might use the Vanishing Verse on the Reckless Stormseeker now. I would have thought they would have, because if they have it, at least it would make sense to use it now. It's 4-3. We're coming for you. Oh, woo! Oh, that was an ape. What am I doing? That doesn't make any sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the break. I'm gonna go right in for the kill here. If they have if they have anything like a Vanishing Verse, they can only use the Stormseeker. They might even use like a Deadly Dispute. Okay, so they've got a Deadly Dispute. It's not that big a deal. So our Abrade goes through, but fortunately we do get to draw 2 more cards here. Land and a Halana and Alena. Halana and Alena is a nice little exclamation point on our curve here. I'm not gonna lie though, I do kind of like Arlinn better like half the time. Right now, Halana and Alena is probably better just because it's not nighttime and it's not going to become night. But I can't lie, I think I do like old Arlinn. So Rite of Oblivion is gonna get rid of our Tovolar. That's not the biggest deal in the world, but it's not great either because they do go to 2/2s here now. So what we can do is go for Halana and Alena, or we can just go for double Cathar. Yeah, I'm gonna go for double Cathar here because if we just get rid of these things, if they kill our Brutal Cathars, they don't come back because these are tokens, obviously. And now we can use the Reckless Stormseeker on one of the Cathars, and we can take them down to 1 life. Pretty good, pretty good. They can also be running Blood on the Snow. If they're running Blood on the Snow, that's pretty bad. Okay, they're not running Blood on the Snow, or at least they don't have it, rather.
I bring order to this broken world.
You bring order to this broken
You
world,
fight
huh?
for me now.
I gotta say, with the Sorin sleeves, the Planeswalker, and the Avatar, I do feel, I mean, this is pretty good here. But unfortunately, this is the end of the line for you because we're gonna go for our Brutal Cathar. We're going to get rid of your lifelink just so you don't have any opportunity to gain any more life, and they know that that is the final straw. Good game. So back at the hideout with the post-game wrap, and overall I just want to say this deck was really, really awesome to play. I'm still not, some people are still going to try and tell me, hey, you need to be running that Inquisitor Captain. I'm going to say, nah, I do not want to run that Inquisitor Captain. I still don't understand why people like it. I don't know, maybe it's just preference. Unfortunately, the Arlinn the Pack's Hope, when I'm making the cut and making the edit, I didn't get to put in a match that really showcased Arlinn's abilities, but it did get us a few wins, but it was just such a steamroll that it wasn't really worth putting in. I don't think you really wanted to see it. It was just pretty gnarly, so I didn't really make the cut. But Arlinn the Pack's Hope, I'm telling you, please put Arlinn the Pack's Hope instead of Inquisitor Captain. You can run it. Go ahead and tweet me. Go ahead and comment below and tell me I'm stupid for it. I don't care. That is, I've already dug my heels into the dirt, and that's where they're going to stay. Other than that, I think maybe we could take maybe Valorous Stance or something. There are some times, obviously, where Abrade comes up a little bit short versus Righteous Valkyrie versus some dragons have 4 toughness. That is going to be the biggest weakness of the Abrade, obviously. But it is what it is. Maybe check out 1 or 2 Abrades for a Valorous Stance if you're getting really, really annoyed with the lack of removal versus bigger creatures. But other than that, that's about all I got. I think this deck is pretty optimized. I love this deck. I'm not changing a thing. I'll probably be using this on the ladder a lot to get up this format until Kamigawa comes out, but until then, I will see you then. Let's go ahead and leave me a like here. The button looks just like this. Go ahead and subscribe, comment, like, tell me how ugly I am. Just do something because I'm trying to make this channel the biggest it can be, and I appreciate all of you. But until the next time, I will see you on the next episode. ManaMan, out.